Hi everybody, welcome back to the Quarter Acre Homestead. We are here in Southwest Washington, about Zone 9, where we have a big vegetable garden and lots of fruit trees. And earlier this year I did an apple bagging video where I showed you what we do to keep worms and scab off of our apples. So today we're going to do an update on the apples and then also an update on our Illinois Everbearing Mullberry tree that we planted about 3 years ago. And we have a video on the planting and someone asked for an update on that. So apple bagging update and mulberry tree update today. All right, so let's look at the apples first. So today is about July 13th, something like that. And so we did a video a few months ago showing how we cut the ends out of these bags, prune part of the tab off, and put the apples in when they're about the size of a quarter. So, and we trim the end of the bag off so they can get airflow and so the condensation can come out. So you can see a lot of water in there, and it's about 75 degrees outside right now, but inside of there the apple is doing great. I actually just tied this branch up with a pole because look at how big these apples are getting, and I didn't count, but on this one little limb there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at least 14 of these apples on this. If you look at this limb back here where it comes off the main branch, it's like the diameter of a nickel maybe. So that really needed propped up. I was afraid it was going to break. So like I said in my other video, apple bagging, it's not perfect. If you look at this apple right here, I think that is, yeah, I think that's a worm. In fact, you can see the worm right there. Maybe it died, but it did some damage there. But if you look at the other apples, I can't see any damage on the others on this branch. These apples will get big enough to swell the bag, fill the bag clear up. These are just sandwich bags, sandwich Ziploc bags. You'll notice looking at the apples, there's no scab or like the rough brown marks on the apples that you'll see that a lot on apple trees that aren't sprayed and aren't bagged. So they're doing really well. We have had a few fall off. I think most of them naturally. Sometimes we have a raccoon that will come, and at least last year we could tell for sure because there'd be like claw marks and teeth marks in the apples, but it would just leave them on the ground. This year I haven't been able to tell for sure, so I think they're kind of just falling off naturally. But this tree is our first one to ripen. I mentioned the varieties in a previous tour video. This is the one I don't know what variety it is, but it gets ripe in August, and then the others kind of after that throughout September and October. So I didn't bag all of them this year. I spent 3 or 4 evenings out here putting bags on, but you can see a lot of them I didn't get bags on just because I don't know, I put hundreds of bags on and I was kind of tired of it. Plus this way we can compare and see how the apples do that aren't bagged. So far those up there are looking pretty good. And that's basically it. So apples are coming along nicely. Once they're ripe and we start picking some, I will do another update. So let's head over to the mulberry tree. Titus is going to tell you about how it's been doing. So I mentioned in a previous video our yard is just getting overgrown, so we kind of have to walk through a jungle. We have apple, persimmon, mulberry. This mulberry is 3 years old and it's up there probably 12 feet. So Titus, how's it been doing?
Good. They taste like like cherries, kinda, and What else do I say?
How many have we gotten?
A lot.
And how do you reach the ones up on the top?
With a ladder. It's back there.
And what do you do with the ones that you pick?
We eat them, and sometimes we put them in a bowl and we eat, and we have them for a snack or for dinner or for breakfast or something, and we can eat them whenever we want. So I picked some this morning, and yeah.
How big are they?
Like that tall and maybe that.
Have you got enough for a pie yet?
Well, we ate them all, so I think.
When did you get the most?
I don't know.
Oh, right after our vacation when no one was picking them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why don't you go up the ladder and pick one and show them?
I think.
Look, right up there, way up there, you're gonna have to go up to the top of the ladder. Here, I'll lean it over there so you can reach it better.
Okay. Got it. Whoa.
Okay, do you want
I'm
to?
gonna get this one to eat.
Here, let me have that other one. So this is kind of the average size. This one maybe is a big one. And this is just about ripe. You could let it ripen a little bit more and turn completely black and the stem will die. But then you risk it blowing and falling on the ground and then chickens will eat them. But they don't really have any seeds inside. And
No, they do. And then
no.
Spot like that
It tastes kind of like a cherry when you eat it. And the only hard thing in it is the stem. So you can take the stem out and then it just tastes like a cherry. So mulberry's doing really good. They grow like weeds. I am gonna have to prune it. But I think I might let it grow one more year up. All right, so you'll probably notice I'm wearing a different shirt now. The video we were doing, it cut off for some reason. It just stopped and I didn't notice till I was editing the video. So we lost a couple minutes. So I wanted to come back and just finish up real quick. So I was saying the mulberry tree, it grows like crazy. And I said I was probably gonna let it grow straight up another year. And then I'll probably start pruning it. And so the limbs will probably be around an inch or less that I prune off, and we can put those through our little wood chipper because we use a lot of wood chips in our garden and flower beds and around fruit trees and stuff. Also, we can use it for firewood. So it's nice to have a tree that grows fast like this for those uses, and the berries are good. Chickens love them. Kids love them. So yeah. It's been 3 days since we did the first video. Sorry about the train. So there are a lot more ripe mulberries now. So I will bring you in close and show you those that ripened up. It looks like the kids haven't been picking them for a while. So let me show you those. So if we look right in here, there's one, and then right over here, there's a couple. There's some on the other side of the tree. Oh, I just saw 3 all together over here. I'll take you over here and show you. The leaves are kind of hiding them. There we go. 1, 2, 3 in a row. And those look like they're all basically ripe. Yeah, so there's quite a few on here right now we could come out and pick. So since our last video, I think we have another new Patreon. So thank you again to all our Patreons for your support. And hopefully this video was useful for you all. It's really encouraging to hear from you guys on Facebook or in YouTube comments. So if the video is helpful, please give us a thumbs up and comment Comment with any questions you have. We're happy to answer. And let us know what you'd like to see in upcoming videos. So we're thinking about for our next video, maybe a garden tour. We were also thinking about maybe doing a little bit of an investing video, ways that we're getting more interest than we can get at the regular bank. So let us know if you have other ideas. We'd like to put up more videos, and especially would like to do things that might interest you guys. So let us know. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. One more thing, about a week ago, we did a little family camping backpacking trip up in the mountains near our home here in Washington State, and we saw lots of wildflowers. We saw a sunrise over volcanoes. So here at the end of the video, I will put in some pictures for you to enjoy of that. All right, see you next time.